Hello Leo, kia ora koutou katoa, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming along and watching my videos and that I've been creating. So I just want to say also quickly thank you for everybody who has subscribed to my channel. And I invite those of you who haven't subscribed to do that now, during or after the video. And also thank you for the the likes, the comments and the shares of the video as well. So the other thing is, I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, then just check out what your other signs are, because this is for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, okay? So, and this is for the last, for the rest of August, actually. So today is Monday, the 23rd of August, 2021, and that I'm recording this, so it's the full moon today, and it was at its peak, or its highest energy, vibrational energy peak time. Is basically peak time was at 12:01 this morning. So some of you may have had a really restless sleep, some of you may have slept like like a log, and just and had a really nice deep sleep. So whatever it is for you, just taking notice of, for some of you, so if you had a restless sleep, is just taking notice about what it might have been, about what that might have been going on in there as well. So sometimes we don't know, so it's not overthinking it on saying that, okay? So anyway, we're doing a 9-card spread with the tarot cards. Oh, that's come out again. With the tarot cards, as well as these 3 cards that I'm going to pull out now. Actually, there's a few more. So I'm going to take, there's a few more. So we're going to go with those. And these ones is here as well. So it's a little bit different with you, Leo. So that's cool. Nothing like being different or having a difference, a point of difference. So I feel like maybe that's what it is about. So just saying that I've just thought I'd let you know that I've actually shuffled these. So it may be okay, where are they going? So, yeah, just so you know. Okay, we're going that way. Just so you know. So the reads here, generally, I pretty much always like it. Okay, what's going on? It's really what we're going to be going through today is what is going on for you right now, moving into or blending in what you might want to consider, and looking at, and how you can help yourself, or and look towards a possible outcome, or what outcome that a possible outcome for you, or outcomes depending on what is going on for you at the moment. So bloody hell, there's a lot of chit chat coming through, so I'm just asking them to just to slow down, and myself and just take a breath. So there may be a lot going on around you at the moment, so it may be just for you really, just taking a breath, because I felt like the energy has picked up when I started working with you. So there's a lot of there's a lot of energy coming through at the moment. So not sure where they're going on to take that one. So there's a lot of movement. The first card out here is patterns, actually. So there may be some patterns that you're looking at, that you're wanting to break. Could be around to do with relationships, with love relationships in particular, that have created some, emotional stuff that's going on. Not necessarily fully only in the past, but it could be something that's going on with you, around you at the moment. And how you've, relationships have been, not only with yourself, but in a love capacity, as in a romantic love capacity. So for some of you, there may be patterns going on there with love relationships. The Knight of Cups is coming through as well. I mean, the King of Cups, sorry, that was the Knight of Cups. So, and for some of you, there could be someone that's coming into your life at the moment that's making you look at what patterns have been in the past. So it could be something about you holding off. So whether you're a male or a female energy, and I'm saying that because here's the King of Cups that's come through as well. So I feel like some of you have been or looking at rising above your emotion, your own emotions. I'm saying that, but also there is some of you that are still working on that aspect for yourself. And that's pretty cool, because it means there's movement. So some of these, there could be a water sign coming through into your life that is, it could be the lover that's making you question, or there could be an old love, because this King of Cups is here. So there could be an older, not so much necessarily an older gentleman, but an old love that could be coming through that I'm getting here. The Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords is like, the Queen of Swords is kind of like, she's like thinking about things here, and I'm just feeling maybe she is, you know, thinking about the possibility of maybe something happening or going into one. Into a new, like, because there's the, you know, the Page of Swords here as well, so it's piqued her curiosity about, you know, why, and, you know, with the Queen of Swords here, like she's in her power basically, but stepping into her power. So there's this questioning and this discernment, or this deciding is like, what am I going to do? Am I going to like take this person back, or I'm going to go into this relationship, or there's like 3 or 4 things going on here, or am I going to just go solo and just, you know, see how this is going, you know, this will happen, and, you know, it just like maybe date a little bit more or whatever, or just cut it, depending. So there's a few scenarios on it, but I feel like the Queen of Swords is like, there's something like, and I feel like some of yous are maybe like stepping out of a relationship, or not, or something that there may have been a relationship that you thought you might enter, but it's maybe not going to anymore. So it's like, whatever it is, this is about, you know, making sure that you are in your power basically. So it's kind of I feel like some of you, if you're, you know, that this Queen of Swords energy, that maybe that you have been in a relationship with somebody who is an air sign, or it's not necessarily air sign, who may have been quite cutting with her words, even though, because like, and it may be that you're needing to speak up and speak out, you know, your truth and your wisdom. So I feel like this is kind of like what this Queen of Swords is like looking at. There's this toing and froing. It's like, there's a possibility, do I go and have a peek in there, and that something has piqued your curiosity, but just have a look in there. But it's like, I feel like, but oh yeah, there's kind of like, I'm just going to be honest with yourself. So this is what I'm hearing, is making, you know, when you're making a decision, is being honest with yourself and being in your truth as well. So there's a little bit of that. We'll see what's going on, but there was something about, there's definitely something that is maybe, you know, like toing and froing to do with patterns, and, you know, that you've noticed that have been in your life, not with you, but also from what you've seen as well, and what you've grown up with. Fragments is in, you know, in reverse here, in the middle here, in the middle row. So, but there's something about you guarding, you know, from fragments of information, of energy, of the past, and also of the future, because you put stuff into the future. So there's something about you guarding the way, or, you know, just, you know, what do you call it, or blocking something as well, but in protection basically, and holding off something. And because I just want to, like, you know, and do that same action as what she's doing here, but you're able to see what's coming next. I just feel like you're getting fragments of information, which is why there is this, you know, uncertainty about which way am I going to go with the relationship, and going back into something or going into something new. Some of you, it could be an older male energy that you're moving, that is around you, like maybe, you know, helping you to work through your emotional patterns, or has been a part. So whatever this is for you, it's like there's something here about, you know, something new in a way, but something with the Queen is like just deciding where she wants to go with her energy, with the energy that's like with what she knows, and that sort of thing. So it's not, it's really interesting, but it's pulling it all together, this fragments of information. It's like there may be, you're not wanting to see what is there, okay, and that could be possibility. But here's the Ace of Wands here, and I love in the background here, I see there's the rainbow. So there's this hope and this newness about, you know, new beginnings with the rainbow energy there, and it's like there's a sense of magicalness that's coming, but it's about whether you're going to let that Knight of Cups come into your life, or, you know, or make some changes about the way that you see or perceive relationships to be built on the past, you know, basically. So, but there is definitely something new here, some sort of movement that's new in the way that you're looking at things and viewing things. So it's like even though there was this fragments, we've turned the card around to shift the energy. So while and there may have been before that you may have felt like a little bit unprotected and unsafe, but now it's like I feel like you're ready to, in a way, protect yourself and, guard, you're like just being guarded or like looking at things differently through a different lens or a different view from a different point of view, which is cool because now it's like I feel like you're ready to move on with something. And there's the Three of Pentacles in the background here, which tells me like there's something, in the background that is working in the background there, to help shift the situation. And I've just realised that I haven't finished like shuffling the cards and pulling out the rest of the cards for this read. So anyway, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So that's pretty cool because it's like moving towards something positive and, something is coming to an end or something is coming together in a positive way with the Nine of Cups because it talks about, for me, it talks about, coming together as in celebration, as in like you're more, in like your emotions are more, you're understanding it more about what is going on. But it's also you've built on this amazing, your relationship or beautiful relationship with yourself, which is understanding your boiled comes together with that understanding of, where your emotions are, and more in a sense, more in control of them, basically, and what it is, because you got more of an understanding about how that rocks and rolls with you. Then we have like repetition and center. So whatever it is that you're doing, what you've seen is, and how you're, what is going on, what I'm hearing is like you get it now is basically repeating that. It's like a recipe with what works is, what we need. So obviously we got to tweak it a bit. And even what wasn't working, you kind of see that it's not working. What do I need to do to tweak it to make it become more higher energy, higher vibration, and more positive, and walking towards a better outcome, even though there's something still there. But it's about centering and focusing on the cycles basically there, and utilizing what I would like, the energy. When your energy is higher, like when the moon cycles come around, your energy will, lift, and there are times in the Mercury, so when the moon cycle's there, that your energy will lower. And it's just like, so it's just going with the flow of it. And so we can use the cycles of the moon and, nature to help us prepare better for things, for our own healing process, for business, for, whatever, planting, for teaching, for making movements in our life, for planning travel, whatever it is, to get the best out of it or the most out of it. For the greater good of one and all. So there is something about like, with this noticing what is repetitive, what works and what doesn't work, what is healthy, what is not healthy for us, and that sort of thing in all areas of our life, not just with food. And like I say, what's going to lift our spirits, our soul, because the world is there to help, it's like that's the carrot they're talking about, they're dangling the carrot, which is, when we're in that space, our world just opens up because we see things differently. And then we have judgment, and there's that sense of freedom from judging yourself as well as with others as well along the way. But there's something working in the background there where I feel like for some of you, this may be a father energy or grandfather energy that's coming in, that's connecting with you and, bringing through some, some wisdom and some knowledge there. But here is the star, okay, the star of hope, the star of inspiration, the star of growth, the star of, I'm hearing growth, I don't always hear it that way. And that, so there's just like keeping that hope and that divine, and connecting with the divine within yourself, and looking for the greater good in like yourself, but also that is with what is around you as well. So in the last two cards here is efficiency and specialization. So efficiency, like what I'm hearing with this one that comes in is like, this is about some, like with this being here, it's about being efficient basically. And using your time and your wisdom, your time basically and your energy efficiently, to get, the best possible outcome for you. On saying that. So it's like, but also seeking that, in others as well. But this is not being like pedantic or anything. This is about what I'm going back to here as the Queen, is like being disciplined in a way, and in order to organize and managing yourself as well. but here it's specialization as well, because I feel like for some of you, they're kind of going off the track, off the track in a way that whatever it is like you're specializing in something. So whatever this growth period is here could be to do with you personally. It probably has to do with you personally, as with other things in your life. There may be a similar theme, which is all helping everything fall into place, basically, or come together, so you can move into whatever it is you specialize in, and efficiently, basically. So if we're holding on and we're keeping doing repetitive patterns that serve us no good, for our don't serve us for our highest good, we're going to, it's really challenging to move forward or move to the side, or or create something, do something, plan something, and have goals. If goals, yeah, okay, or do things in our life that if we're not being mindful and aware of how. And we've got things in the background that we, keep doing the same thing, and it isn't really working as well as we could. We're not tweaking it. We're not opening our mind up to how we can, make changes in our life and going with the flow of energy, basically. So I feel like some of these fragments have come to that are there as for some of you. It's like talking about you've seen what I could have, should have, what I could have, should have, what I didn't do. On saying that, but now it's looking at what you could have, should have, what I could have done, on saying that. But turning it around is where they're going with that, and like looking at it positive. Okay, well, even though I could have, should have, would have done that, it could have done that, could have done it that way. I haven't. So it's like, and I'm just going to deal with what is here, what comes up, and it may be, it may be that is an emotional thing where you just need to release that emotion. For some of you, it may be that you may be needing to negotiate with someone to, say, for instance, pay a debt, or you may be saying, it may be for some of you apologizing and connecting. I don't know, whatever it is for you, there is something in there, but it's aligning up with something new for you in a way to be in a space where everything is starting to come together more so, and bringing things together. Depending on where you are, I feel like for some of you, you're already there's something there that you've noticed it, and things you're starting to witness, things starting to come together because you've allowed yourself not to dump your rubbish on others or emotional stuff on yourself and or others or somewhere else, but it's like you're more visiting it now. And taking notice of it. There is spiritual, energy in the background that is helping you, your tupuna, your ancestors, but as well as people that are there to support people, but you've got to let them in. And you've got to be mindful about who it is that you let in on saying that. So as you go through this period of, contemplating where you're going to go, while also being in your inner knowing and higher knowing, in your power, but also to make these decisions of where you're needing to go. It's and even like I say, just having that, going and having a look and piquing your curiosity about something was is partially like research, basically. See how it feels. It might be not so bad after all, and taking one step at a time. Whether that's a new job, a new business, a new partnership, and whether it's a partnership is in your business, job, career, whatever, relationship in some way or form, letting somebody back into your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be family or whānau coming, back into your space and you going into theirs. Whatever that is, there's something amazing that is happening, but there's a beautiful healing period that's happening in these next, in this next week or so. That is more around the theme of these cards here. Cool. Nice. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you, Leo, and I hope that helps and it makes sense to you. And like I say, don't try and make it fit if it's not fitting or you don't understand it. And then just leave it and check out what one of your other signs might be saying for you, or all of them. It's up to you. Okay. Anyway, beautiful. We'll see you next month. It's just like, cup, that's all I need to say. Anyway, have a wonderful week of exploration, and I will see you next week.